So welcome to another art lesson. I am having you make a personality box. So this is a way for me to get to know who you are as a student. It is going to have 6 sides and 6 basically panels of information that you can paint on. You could do a drawing on there. Anything you like to do, go ahead and put on here your interests. You're going to pick one interest for every panel, if that makes sense. So if you have your box, you're going to have an interest here, you're going to have an interest here, and an interest here, and an interest on this side, and maybe you're going to have one here too, because if someone turns the box, you want them to be able to see an image on this side as well. So I am going to make one of these. You want basically this foam board that's kind of easy to glue together. It has a little side to it that you can put glue on. You are going to want hot glue at home to kind of glue this structure together. And get some extra glue sticks in case you run out of glue for that first stick. Just have it ready to go. Can be a little bit tricky trying to put this structure together, so if you have a second person to kind of hold it while it dries, it makes it so much easier. But I am going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the assignment. So when you choose your interest, I'm gonna just show you an example. I'm from India, so maybe a way for me to represent India is to have India right on here. Maybe actually have the country on here. Or maybe I would represent India by a flag, the Indian flag. And then I would also, I feel like I am also from the United States at the same time, so maybe I would, on another panel, have the US flag. So another panel, I might have a picture of some luggage. What would that say if I have a picture of luggage? That would say that probably I love to travel and I love to take trips. And so that I would put that on another panel. So I am going to create one, and then you're going to see me create the structure, but then after it's going to move, the video is going to move right into demo mode. And what I mean by that, it's like full on studio mode. So it's going to show me drawing each panel and kind of placing those onto the box. And it'll be less like me talking to you and giving you instruction on the assignment at that point. So let me go ahead and start gluing. I do have a glue gun, so it's back here. And you want to be very careful with the glue gun, don't burn yourself. So you're going to take the side and just simply run that glue on the side of your box. Go slow. And then you do want to just place this one just right up against it. The wonderful thing about glue and glue guns is the glue, it does dry pretty fast. Push down and push it together. And if you have someone to hold it, it makes it a lot easier. These panels are about 8 inches wide. You can make your square smaller if you want to. Some of you working can use a ruler, measure it out, and then cut them out with an X-Acto knife. So make sure they're all the same size too. That's another thing. So I'm gonna go ahead. This side is the same side as this side, just to make it easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and now glue this side. And I'm kind of working on the inside here to make it easier. And go slowly once again. It is glue and it is hot. And then simply place it in, push down, give it a minute to set. And as you see, even after it's glued down, you can move it a little bit to try to get that other side on there. As you see, this is not quite the size I need. That's not exact. So if it's not exact, you can take an X-Acto knife and kind of cut it so it kind of sits seamlessly on the other square. So you may have to kind of run back and forth, get the right size, and cut it possibly if it's not the right size. So then you would take this one and put it on. Once again, it's easier to work on the inside versus that outside. And then just go slow. You can see that I'm running out of glue, so you're gonna add another glue stick there, ready to go. And then glue the other side. Once again, glue on the inside. A little bit easier so you don't burn yourself. And go slow. You don't need a ton of glue for this to work, which is fantastic. And then push that in. And give it time to set. It does need a little pressure to set itself. This is a fairly large personality box. If you want to make yours smaller, you may. But I like to do my art on bigger panels, so that's why I made it this size for myself. Having trouble staying. So that had trouble because I was trying to glue it on the corner, so try to go from the inside. A lot of sculpture projects are going to have you kind of problem solve. That's everyone. So, and then it'll glue better. And then hold it till it dries, and then there you go. So you want to get the next one, make sure it fits kind of on top. That one doesn't fit so well. Okay, these are pretty big squares on the bottom. So I may have to measure that out a little bit and get one on the top there. So as you see, sometimes you have to trace the top. And I would just trace it honestly, because it's kind of hard to get the size. You could take a ruler. There's many different ways to kind of get the exact size. And then create your top. the other one the same size. So cut that. You see, I had to recut some of the panels, and you're going to go ahead and just put a top and a bottom on, essentially. I think I may glue the whole thing and then just set it on top. So you just glue all the way around. You're gonna use quite a bit of glue doing this. And then just try to seal it to the top if you can. The demo mode is gonna show me just doing my drawings on here and then a finished product. So. Take it and kind of seal it and push down. It won't be perfect because you are using foam, but it'll be pretty close to it, to a kind of a cube. Flip it up, and then now you stick the other part on and kind of seal it up. Once again, I'm just going all the way around with the glue. And then just push down. If you need to go back in the creases and add more glue, then you can do that. Just to fill it in if you need to. And then you kind of push down at the same time to kind of hold the box together a little bit. There are going to be a few cracks. It's hard to get it perfect, and don't stress out about that part. I'm really just trying to see what you kind of put on your panels in the end. No one's even going to pay attention to the cracks when you have your paintings and your drawings all over the sides of the box. So, like I said, you can paint the sides or you can draw the sides. It's whatever you like to do as a student. Kind of bring your art skills to the box. And have fun with this assignment as well. As always, that is my philosophy. Have fun with every assignment that you create. If you feel comfortable putting something heavy on top, you can do that as well and let the glue kind of dry. So what are you going to put your little drawings on or paintings? It's the multimedia paper, and you want like the watercolor paper. It's a little heavier than regular paper. It'll give you a nice basis to either paint or draw on, a nice surface. You're then going to take those sheets and just stick them on the side and glue them down, and you'll see that in the next video how that kind of looks and works. You do want these sheets to kind of fit your box, so you'll have to cut those accordingly to the size of your box. So that can get a little tricky. But once again, it's measuring and cutting. Really simple structure. Just have fun with this. Once again, it's called the personality box. It's kind of an icebreaker for the sculpture class. And put some time and effort into each drawing, so the box looks really interactive and beautiful in the end. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Once again, it's the personality box, and join me for the next lesson. This will transition into a demo mode, and I hope you enjoyed it, guys.